Hey, it's Christian here. So, today I'm going to talk about what's the difference between cold and warm outreach. And the reason why I want to talk about this is want to find out what's best for your business. If you don't know me, my name is Christian. I started my own company when I was 18, and now I help coaches make a completely automated client acquisition system so that they can focus their time on what's most important, which is not outreach, but doing the coaching and helping the people that they want to help. So let's just jump right in. So, what is the difference between warm and cold outreach? Let's just start about talking what is cold outreach. So, cold outreach is reaching out to someone who does not or who didn't say yes to you messaging or emailing them or calling them. That's what we call cold outreach, reaching out to someone who has not given you the permission to reach out to them. Yeah, and then warm outreach, of course, is the opposite, reaching out to someone or someone reaching out to you because of content you've shared, and they basically give their permission to us contacting them or pitching them, whatever it is, depending on the situation. So, what is the best things and bad things about warm outreach? Warm outreach is really great because the clients or the prospect leads you get from warm outreach is more warm than the ones you get from cold outreach. Warm is how likely they are to buy and how interested they are in your product. And the most interested you find is usually from warm outreach because they've watched your content, they've been nurtured through social media platforms, however, email newsletter can also be, there's a lot of different ways. And that way they have been nurtured, they know you and they know what you do, they know some of the results you've already provided. That means when they get on the sales call, even just getting them on the sales call, they're much more likely because they've already talked, so much or seen so much of your content or know what you do and think that you're the right person for them. So it's much easier to get them on a call. And usually when you get a wrong prospect on a call, it's a much better, or at least a lot higher chance to sell them because they're already really invested and probably spend a lot of time listening to you. So they're a lot more invested in actually buying. So, and cold outreach on the other hand is a more tricky thing. It can work and it can be great. So mostly when you reach out to cold prospects, they'll have a lot of questions because you're reaching out to someone who doesn't know you and you want to basically pitch them the first thing you say. Maybe ask for permission just to come and hi or something, and then actually not that long before, you don't want to nurture them in any way really. You just want to pitch them our way with your offer because that's how cold outreach works. And the prospect you usually gets in the meeting or gets on the meetings have a lot more questions and they're a lot more, what do you say, they're a lot more objective to not buying because they haven't formed this positive image of you. Of course, this can happen depending on the outreach you're doing. Let's just say email, for example. Let's say you send cold emails. There's different ways of doing this, but let's just say you send a text message with your offer, who you help. You cannot send, hey, how's it going? That's not going to work. You have to send the first email. You have to send your offer, what you do, and how you've done for other people. And this seems, what you want to do in cold outreach is reach the prospect where it hurts to see, oh, I'm in this problem and this guy can help me and reached out to me. And then you're probably going to, if you hit right the spot, they will connect, but they'll usually have a lot of objections first before they even come to the meeting. And, the people you reach out to in cold outreach, that's a good thing about, let's talk about this for a second. The good thing about cold outreach is you can choose the number of people you reach out to. So let's say you want to reach out to 100 people, you just go and find 100 people on LinkedIn and DM all of them, boom, that's 100 people. And you can control the inputs that you give to it. You have control of the amount of people that you put into the system. And then, but the thing is that the conversion rate, let's say you put 100 people in and you get one client from that, that's a lot lower. Or that's actually perfect. Let's say 1,000 here and then just one client from that, that's okay from cold. But the thing is with cold, you can control the amount and you can send a lot of cold. You can scale it, and cold is a linear axis. The more you put in, the more you get out. And if you have a proof of concept and something that works, it will scale linearly, right? Let's say for every 50 emails you send, you book one appointment. If you send 100 emails, you will book 2 appointments. If you send 200 emails, you book 4 appointments. It will scale linear like this. Where on the other hand, there is warm. You cannot control the amount of people who will be reaching out to you. This is also what we call organic content. or organic way of approaching. Let's just take YouTube, for example. You post these videos on YouTube like this one. This, what we're doing right now, is what warm outreach is, or me trying to reach a cold, or not a cold, but doing or getting people to watch this video. And then getting on funnel and blah, blah, blah. So what we do here is upload content to give value to the people. We don't expect people to book, we just want to give value. The only thing we can control in warm systems is how much you put in. That's, sorry. So how much you put into the system. Let's just say for YouTube, we upload 4 times a week, right? That doesn't mean I'll get 5 clients. It doesn't even mean I'll get 1 client. Or 100 clients. You cannot see it like that. Because the thing with when we're doing organic content, the curve is usually exponential. So let's start off, especially for YouTube channels, this is a start. I can say that I haven't booked any appointments from this one yet, but that's what we're going for, right? So if we start here at the first video, the first 100 videos, you'll probably book 20 appointments. This party are around 3 months in or something. But then the 4th month, you'll book 20 again. The 5th month, you'll book maybe 40, and then the 6th, you'll book 80. So it just it'll go up and like that. Because as soon as I start to get more reach and have a strong foundation with the warm content, it'll reach a lot more people. And the way I'm reaching, I'm not asking for anything. Because the thing when you do warm is you don't want to be asking. It's give. But then there's this rule, 95% give and 5% ask. And the only ask, and that means in the video, you have 95% of the video, for example this one, have to be content and value that the viewer can use. And the last 5%, that needs to be you, like saying, oh, and remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, like that, or in the description there's a link you can click if you're interested in this, like that, which of course I'm going to do later, because all I've done here in the first 95% of the video is that I've given value. Because if I just ask right away in warm, no one's going to book. They're just going to think I'm annoying. So what I'm going to do is just provide you value. And if you want to, you can watch more videos, or you can click on the link in the description and then see what that takes you. Because that's the thing about warm outreach. You can only control the amount of content you give, but you can't control the output that you get. And for some, let's just say this, for some, growth is exponential. Like from the start, I've seen people from 2 months already booking 1,000 appointments, have already booked 1,000 appointments. Sorry, not 1,000, 100 appointments in just 2 months of starting a fresh YouTube channel. So you can really see some exponential growth right at the start of any YouTube channel. But it can also take a year before you see any exponential growth. Especially in YouTube, it's a longer game. When it comes to social media, it's a bit of a different thing. You can make the content a different way, but let's just focus on YouTube for now. So, what would be the better option for you? So, in the start of any business, let's just say you're starting. When I started out my business, what I did was cold outreach, just messaging people on Instagram and hoping they would reply. That was the early years of my business. Painful, but it was there and it kind of worked. It wasn't great. So then later on we started on doing some cold email. But what we also did was that we started a warm outreach. We knew this was not going to book us any appointments. That's why we have the cold, because you can control the cold. You can control the cold outreach, you can't control the warm. But we know that if we start warm now, we will get results later. Hence the video, right? I'm not planning on getting any results from this video, even though it's taking me like an hour to make. It doesn't really matter. I know in the end it will get me something. So what we have done in the start of it, or what you should do in any start of your business if you don't have a lot of clients or no real way of actually getting clients, either you can set up a cold outbound system, which is something that I would recommend you do, because that is something that's more reliable than warm, especially in the start. So if you set up and send, like, let's just say you use Facebook to DM people who are in your niche, then you DM 100 people a day, then you'll probably get 1 call, and if you want to, you can DM 200 people a day. Because the thing is with cold, it's all about volume. It's all about volume. You can always send more, and you can hire people to send for you as soon as you have a proof of concept. And you need to start what works, and you have to tweak things here and there until you find the thing that works. But when you find that thing that works, you can just scale it 1,000 DMs a day. That's 10 appointments a day. And that is possible without a doubt. Of course you can do that. But you'll of course have to hire a VA or a virtual assistant. That's the same thing, to do it for you. You can't do this yourself because there's more important things for you to do. But in the start of a business, the best thing you can do is, in my opinion, is cold outreach. But the mistake I made is for the first 5 months of my business, I did not do warm. I did not do any organic outreach, and that was a mistake. If I had done that, it would be a lot better with those 5 months apart. So I've only just started this YouTube channel. So what I would also recommend you do, if you don't know what you're doing, even though it takes a lot of time, you don't see any results in the beginning, it will take a long time to get going. It's a pain in the ass to do content like YouTube or post on social medias. And the only thing that matters, that really, really matters, there's two factors that matter, in warm content, is consistency. Without the biggest thing, if you're not consistent, warm will not work for you. And value. You need to give value. Consistency and value. If you put those two in, just give it time and it will work, and you will get appointments, a lot of appointments. And you can do this fast if you know what we're doing. If you know what you're doing, you can get results really fast with starting a brand new outbound system or inbound system that focuses on organic content. You can get results really fast if you know what you're doing. But in the start you don't, so you just have to accept that and just start. Nothing's perfect. These videos are probably also trash, but I don't really care. I just need to do something. What I just want to do is provide the value that I can, right? So let's take an example that's very good to describe the difference between what warm and cold outreach is, because maybe this is still a little fluffy for you, right? Reaching out to people with something you haven't really done. All right, let's take, for example, that you have this survey that you need to sign or need to get some signatures on this, right? Asking questions, don't matter. Then you can go out to your family members and, hey dad, hey mom, could you sign this for me? And hey brother and sister, can you sign this for me? And of course they will, no problem, because they know you, they know who you are, they have a lot of trust in you. That is what we would call warm outreach, right? So you'll have a lot of people that's family, friends, that's warm. You can reach out to those, hey, can you sign this paper? And of course they will, sign it. Because they know you, you know, you're loyal, a good friend, right? Or I hope so, but then there's the difference. Let's just say coldness is you going around knocking on people's doors, hoping people will answer. And you know what mostly happens with door-to-door salesmen? Close that door, nobody wants to talk to you. It's hard, it's rough, but you'll probably get 1 in 10. And you can control the amount of doors that you're knocking on. So, you know, if you knock on 10 doors, you'll get 1 signature. If you knock on 100 doors, you'll get 10 signatures. Of course, there's those 90 that's slamming a door in the face, people saying they hate you for wasting their time. Yeah, that's that. And it's not fun. Cold outreach can be a little bit rough if you have to remove yourself emotionally from your cold outreach, because you have to remember, some people receive thousands of emails, thousands of messages every day, and they hate it. They literally hate it. Not because there's anything wrong with you, just because it's used so much. So don't hate yourself for someone saying to piss off or I don't want to unsubscribe, blah, blah. You unsubscribe, probably the thing you'll remember in your dreams. You're going to hear that a lot, especially if you send an email. I know that for a fact. So, all right. And now you're thinking, but I've heard a lot of coaches, especially coaches, who said that all of they have taught a couple of clients or coached a couple of clients, and they just live on referrals. Referrals is not sustainable in the start. If you want your business to grow, you have to choose either a warm or cold. There's not really an in between. You have to do something, because cold you can control the input. There's just en masse, just more. You'll get more appointments. That, you know, it's scalable. And then warm, you have to do that also for the long run. Warm is for the long runs. Cold is for the short term. But, you know, cold to here, then your warm starts kicking off and you're good, and you can start doing cold. Because cold is not optimal and you'll run out, you'll diminish your return on investments, if you know all that. that's just, putting in things and not getting the same results as when you started. That's usually what happens with ads, because you run out of audience, and yeah, it's not good. So, but to say which one is better, that really depends on your business, because cold saved my business. When I was in the brother and didn't know what I was doing, when I got a reliable cold system, it just clicked, booking 8 appointments a day, and just that did it. That really, upshifted my company, and it gave, a start to make me going, but it was not sustainable. I spent a lot of time on it. I still do run the system currently. I spend a lot of time on it. I have VAs running with me, so I have to hire people and blah, blah, blah. It takes a lot of time, and I need to manage a team, but it works, and we get clients from it. But we also started doing the warm, because we know in the end that the long run and the better run is to do YouTube, for example, or social media, but we focused on YouTube because that's ultimately better. So it's difficult to say, but which one is better? For the short term, cold is good because you can control cold. That is linear, so that's very good. It's not bad, and none of them are bad. It's just a way of approach. But if you hate messaging cold people, you just have to expect at least 6 months without anything. You putting in works for 6 months consistently, providing value and not receiving anything. If you're doing warm, that is what you have to expect. If you cannot expect these 6 months of nothing happening, you cannot do warm. You need to be able to provide the value, otherwise no one will actually, it won't go anywhere. Okay. So, but I would say, cold, start with cold and do warm on the side. It takes time, and it sucks. It sucks to send email. It sucks to send DMs all day. And if you think that it's easy to do any one of them, you're wrong. Business is not easy, especially at this part when you're stuck. I was stuck here for like 6 months, and it sucked. I mean, it sucked. It was so bad, but I got through it, and right now I'm booking 8 appointments a day consistently with just cold after implementing the right system. If you use the right system from the start, you can do this a lot faster. Skip the 6 months of not doing anything. I would recommend that. So, but yeah, that's basically all for this video. I hope this helped in some kind of way and you can use this information. Please, if you're a coach struggling with booking appointments or getting these systems up, or just wanting a reliable system that you can use and automate, you can check out the link in my description. It's just full transparency. It's a sales funnel for you to get a book an appointment. Of course, as we just talked about, this is warm outreach. This is what it's going to look like. Check it out if you're interested, or want to implement this on your own. You can look at my funnel and copy it if you want. I don't care. So remember, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and all the necessary things. Hit the bell, blah blah blah. I don't really care. So, but thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. I hope you enjoyed the value. So just bye.